Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Lumber Tycoon 2. As you can see from my opening screen, I am way up in the air. And as you can probably tell by the title, this is all about my palm bridge. Just to give you a quick overview as to what's going on in the world up here. This is the volcano and these are the lava wood trees. This is the road that goes up to the volcano. The ice biome or the winter biome. And then over here in this left area, let me get rid of this. This right here is where the ice trees are. Over here's the shops across the river. There's Hoover and his boat heading over this way to the other shops. This is the swamp area. But as you can see from up here, this right here is Wood R Us, and I'm on a slot directly behind it, albeit 10 gazillion feet in the air. But I have a bunch of statistics on the bridge, and so if you're interested in building one of these, doing something similar, you might want to get a pen and paper, write down some of these statistics so you get an idea of what you're going to be diving into. I kind of had to wing it. First statistic, to get from the ground, basically, to the very last door up here, the top of the ladder, took me approximately 3 minutes, and that's if you don't fall off the ladders. So when you're working this high up, you got to be really careful that you don't fall. And as you can see down here in the lower right hand area, this is the Palm Island that we're going to go to with the bridge. So like I said, approximately 3 minutes to get to the top. It was 2 minutes and 56 seconds, but I wasn't quite ground level. So if you add a couple more seconds to get from where I am to ground level, you'd see pretty much a solid 3 minutes. So let's see, a couple things I want to show you. As you can see, this thing is stepping. So if you took this whole thing and turned it 90 degrees, it's stepping down. Sorry about that. That was my son in the background. He's making a lot of noise. So let's take a quick jump down. When you land, don't be standing still, otherwise you get stuck on the ground. You're stuck in your building here. You don't get stuck in the ground. If you hit the ground, you bounce. But like I said, it's 2 minutes and 56 seconds from here. Add a few more seconds from that down here. So pretty much 3 minutes to get all the way to the top. In the process of building this, what I was doing is I was cutting the wood here. As you can see, it's partially cut. And then I would lay out blueprints and then start throwing the cubes into the blueprints. Because I have the power, so. One thing you guys might be saying is, oh, why don't you get a 1-unit chop saw? Well, I tried that down here. I'm not too crazy about them, to be honest. They work okay if there's no lag and if it's a relatively hard wood. But if you put a really weak wood, really soft wood in there that cuts fast, they're horrible. And if you catch any lag, I don't care what kind of wood you got in there, it doesn't work quite right. You'll get a few chunks out that work great, and then you get one out that's like twice the size and another one out that's half the size. So I came up with this. A lot of people have been taking the wood and laying it flat on the ground, and then they take their axe and they go over here and they go chop, and then they put their axe away, move it away, pull it out, and go chop again. I found that to be very long, very tedious, and very time consuming. So what I did is I took it and I put it across another piece of wood so that one end was off the ground. So now when I come in here with my axe and I cut the wood, I can see right where it's cut. I don't have to move. I don't have to put the axe away. I can just keep going, cutting and cutting and cutting. So this way, if you screw up on a 1x1 and it's not 100%, it's all you. Occasionally they don't break completely like that one. Well, they break completely, they just don't fall. See? And you cut it up and there you go. You got all your 1x1s. And this one piece right here, oops, is extra chunks for, stop it. Extra chunks for those few that you cut that are too small. See how much faster that is to cut that? I don't know if anybody's ever tried doing that or if I'm just like, last one to the party type of thing, but just thought I'd throw it out there. One little piece is a wedge to keep it off the ground. Then you just chop the daylights out of it and grab and throw it through blueprints. Grab your blueprints, and as you can see, all the way, and I'm going to move my head out of the way, all the way up here is where we started. So let's go back over here. I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to give you more statistics on number of doors to reach certain points as we go across. So we lay it down and we go across. So from where I started to this point right here, this is 15 doors. From this point to the edge of the rock face over here is an additional 16 for a total of 31. Then to go through the rock and out the other side, which is this door here, not the door with the handle showing, just all the doors where you can't see the handles, that's an additional 11 doors. So to get to this point right here where I'm standing, it is 42 doors. I went slightly under it. You can go a little higher. As you can see back here, I'm just going to backtrack quickly. I used the laser to give me a feel for the height, so you may want to do that. Or you can just blatantly go way over the top, but then you have to build more stairs. So, but yeah, I went high enough. I didn't want to go over it, so I just went through it right at the very top, basically. All right, so back to this. So where it's 42 doors to get to here. And now I built stairs, as you can see, to drop the levels. But I am counting this as one horizontal because I'm going from this edge here down to this door and over. So as far as I'm concerned, horizontally, this is one, regardless of the fact that there's one vertical, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors here. I'm counting it as one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on down the line. So to reach the water to this door here, not the one hanging over the door, hanging over the water, it is an additional 27 from the face, not including the vertical. This is just the horizontal. So you were talking 69 doors from my glass door to the edge of the water. So now we're going to scoot across here. And bear with me a minute because this just takes time to make the walk. But one thing I do want to try is when Hoover backs out of the pier, he swings underneath my doors to make his kind of like his U-turn. I would like to put a car on the boat and then come out here, wait for him to make the U-turn, and see if I can jump off the doors and into my car while he's in transition from backwards to forwards, going relatively slow. I probably have like a 2-second window to do that, but if I could do that and it doesn't like freak out the whole system, I might be able to get a ride to the other side for free by Hoover. Just a thought while I'm taking the walk. Okay, so, whoops, I moved a little bit. I hate when I do that. So to go from the edge of the water back, way back behind me, all the way to the island itself is an additional 195 doors. Again, that does not include the steps going down. So, and here we are on the island. I'm going to turn myself around. And I'm going to screenshot this, I think. Maybe from about here. Yeah, this is going to be my, this is going to be my thumbnail for the video. So, like I said, additional 195 to get to the island. So at this point we are talking, and this is just horizontal, this does not include steps, 264 doors from where I started, which was 2 pieces of land onto my base, actually into the third one. So if you take the 15 and you try to build this from the end of the base, you're gonna be down to 249. But that doesn't give you any. If you build it on the nearest end to the base, it doesn't give you the room to build the down steps. So you're gonna be way up in the air. So you need to build those down steps. So now to build the down steps, per set of steps, it's 4 additional doors. The 1 vertical, 2 horizontal, 3 horizontal, 4 horizontal. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I got the other 2 down there. So 8 times 4 is 32. That's an additional 32 on top of the 264. So this thing was 296 doors total for me to build. Now the next question you're gonna say, well, how long did it take you to build it? The answer to that is I started this, I believe, last Saturday. So I didn't work on it Wednesday at all because Wednesday is my bowling night, so I only have a few hours at home. But I just also want to bring one piece back to show you that my bridge does actually work. You don't have to jump to go up any of the steps, because if you jump, you usually tend to drop what you're carrying. Or at least it's a nice trick to hold on to it. As you can see, I'm not jumping, I'm just stepping up the steps. Alright, now we just run back with this. This is A, to prove to you that it works and I can get it all the way back to the base. And B, another piece of palm wood for me. And I really do want to try jumping into Hoover's boat with a car, put a car on it and jump on it as it goes by and see if I get in the seat. Really love to try that out once. The window is very tight, so the first time I try and do that, I'm going to do it without an axe. Obviously, you're going to have to pay to get your way back, but at least you save $400 on one way of the trip. And if you do it without an axe, like if you're going over there to go to Link's Logic, so what? Oh well. Worst case scenario, you respawn your truck and you die and you pop back at your base. If you do it with an axe, I would say take something relatively cheap. So God forbid you do miss this seat and die, you'll be alright. You won't lose too much. Okay, here we are. We're pretty much back on land. Alright, technically over land, so technically this piece of wood, qualifies as a success because I got it back to land over here, so from here I can always get it to my base. But we're going to take it all the way back over here. And there we go. We get this back, we drop it down here. Grab it. And I'm just going to plank this out really quick. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm just going to go over the numbers again so you guys know exactly what's going on with this. And and like I said, it took me 8 days. And I got to tell you, to be honest with you, between yesterday and today, I probably put 10 to 12 hours into it to do it. And there we go. It's a glitch sawmill, and there's my piece of palm. All ready for me to do what I want. Okay, so just to review real quick, and I'm going to get myself back over to the bridge. What you're going to need to build this. I would say get a laser so you can get the height right. You're going to need one glass door. You're going to need the large floor blueprint. As you can see, I use them here. I use them up here. And I've used them all the way up at the top. You are going to also need, obviously, the basic door blueprint. And you're going to need the ladder blueprint. How many pieces of ladder? I have no clue. Tons. That's all I can tell you. But to do a quick recap. From the glass door where you are looking at right now to the end of my base, 15 doors. From there to the side of the rock face is an additional 16 for a total of 31 from start to there. To get through the rock and out the other side was another 11. So now we're up to 42 from the glass door to the other side of the rock face here. And then from there to the water's edge is another 27 for a grand total of 69 so far. And then from the water's edge to the island was another 195 doors, making it so far a grand total of 264 doors to go from this glass door all the way to the island. That does not include stairs to go up and down the vertical. This is just horizontal, straight across, 264 doors. It's an additional 32 doors to make the steps, and that brings your total to 296 doors from the glass door all the way to the island and down to sea level so you can get on or off the island without having a long plank or anything like that. So on that note, that's what you need. And like I said, this took me about 8-9 days to build. And yeah, I know, he's a friend. And that's the story. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative for you, and I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. And I will talk to you all very soon. Don't forget to like. Stop. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and set your alerts. And hopefully I'll have another video coming out again soon. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have a great day out there. Goodbye.